after nothing happened for over 35 years.
Almost correct. I was the one that carried it, but it was the spirit of those who went before us. Those are the shoulders on which we stand, and that is the debt which still has not been paid. Yep. And so it is still up to all of us to make sure we finish the job. We have 1.5 states yet to go, and I'm hoping that by this time next week, we'll only have 1 state because the House in Illinois will be voting on it on the 16th, and we are hoping and praying and everything else that it will pass. And once it does, then we'll only need 1 state to go. So let me say this, I am thankful, I am awed, and I am humbled just to be here amongst all of you. This, I was one of the ones who woke up. I didn't wake up in Texas, but I woke up in Nevada. Mm-hmm. And when I woke up, it hit me, and I put the pillow over my head, and I said, oh my God, what just happened? And I couldn't even believe it. In Nevada, we managed to turn Nevada blue, but we wouldn't even celebrate that night because it just seemed like the world was falling apart. So people ask me, why did I do what I did with the ERA? Let me tell you a little bit about me. In 1976, was running on a road in Petersburg, Virginia. I was training to go to ROTC basic camp, and I had to make sure that I stayed physically fit. And I'm running on this road in Petersburg, Virginia, not far from a military installation, and this truck comes by, and when the truck came by, they yelled something out the window, and I knew I was in trouble. They went up the street, turned around, and came back, and then threw something out the window that felt like it was cold ice. Except when it hit my face, it started stinging. And I realized it was glass. They went down the street, turned around, and came back, and yelled something else out the street, and they were very graphic in telling me what they were going to do to me in terms of rape me and kill me in that order. So when they went back down the road, I said, God, if I don't get out of here, I'm gonna die. 1976. 1976. If I don't get out of here, God, I'm gonna die. And so I saw a ditch, and I climbed over into the ditch, and there was this little steel thing that is in the ditch where the water runs through. And I remember crawling up into that, and I was in the fetal position, and I was afraid to breathe. I saw the truck go down, I heard it go down, come back, and it passed maybe 2 or 3 times. I don't know, I really don't know how many times it passed. I can't even tell you how long it was. I just know that I was in that position praying to God that I would not die. When I was sure that they were gone and would not come back, I crawled out, and in the ditch there were weeds, and there were thorns and bugs and some of everything in there. But I did a belly crawl for probably about 2 or 3 blocks, just crawling, trying to make sure that they were gone and I wouldn't die that night. When I got back to my sister's house and I knocked on the door, and she opened up the door and she screamed. I didn't realize how bad I looked, but I had blood and mud and some of everything on my face, and my clothes were torn where I had just crawled just to keep myself alive. Those are the kinds of things that I remember, and I know that we have not finished the job yet because there are still people in our society who are ridiculed because of who they are, because of who they love, because of where they live, because of who they used to be. There are people in our society right now who, although they are not physically doing a belly crawl, but they are psychologically doing a belly crawl because we have not achieved equality at the level that is representative of the goodness and the principles that we espouse in this country. country yet, and the job is not done. I currently represent Senate District 1 in North Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm running for Congress because I want to help finish the job. What Daphne said is exactly right. What Gloria said is exactly right. Those of you I talked to before this, you are exactly right. We've got to make sure we have people at all levels, who will stand up to bigotry, who will stand up to misogyny, who will stand up to racism, who will stand up to whatever stands against equality and say enough is enough. And this is the year that we have an opportunity to not just take back entertainment, not just take back the media, but we can take back the halls of Congress and the halls of power, and we can say not only is enough enough, but if you are coming against us and if you are standing against diversity and equality, we have two words that we will answer you with, and one of the words is no.
Yeah.
So my sisters and my brothers, all of you who are members of the cohort, congratulations, but the work is not done yet.
No.
The work is not done yet. We've got to make sure that we elect people this time around. Because you see, the men who want to continue to behave badly, they're counting on us just to march, have a little cute march. They're counting on us to just have a nice little hashtag. They're counting on us to say, time's up. They're counting on us to say, me too. And they're saying to themselves, they're saying, just wait a minute, and they will calm down, and we can go back to business as usual. And my response to that is, hell no! To catch, and I wish I could stay longer. I wish if they can change my flight when I get outside, I will be back in. But listen, this is what I need you to understand. We have so many women who are running for Congress, who are running for the Senate, and we are good and we are capable. I'm not the anointed one in this race because they can't control me. I'm not the anointed one in this race because they can't tell me what to say. I need your help to get to Congress to make sure that everything that we're talking about right now, unless we have legislators that will pass laws, unless we have legislators that will carry laws, unless we have legislators that will stand up to the guy at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, unless we have legislators that will stand up and won't back down, we will not get to the places where we need to be. Let's make 2018 matter. Let's stand up and tell them we are not going to take it anymore. Not only is time's up, not only is it a me too, because I had one too in the military. I had a military officer who called me. He was a colonel, called me into his office and told me what he wanted to do and made sure that I understood that me saying yes was connected to the success in my career. I am telling you, I am somebody who does not mind speaking my voice. I don't mind picking a fight when I know I'm right, and I don't mind staying around to finish